guys, it's Candace and Liz, and we're about to have a soda session.
That's a good one, Coach. Want to get a bleeding?
Oh.
Ooh, it is. Ooh. Where is it?
Where is it?
Oh, now I see it. Okay, yeah. A little dot.
You're like, okay, now I see it. Stop showing me, please. Welcome back to Momming It Up. Today we're going to talk about the Mom Bod.
This Mom Bod.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
I like that one. You're welcome. Let's talk about the apron, shall we?
The lovely section in your under tummy. You don't have it.
Oh, yes, I do.
You don't have it. I've seen your stomach. Oh my gosh.
I do.
I got like an apron.
You know, you put on your pre-pregnancy pants if you can, or any pair of pants, low rise especially. You put it on, you're like, what is that? You got the overhang of skin. Like, no matter how much weight you lose, there's the skin of what once held your sweet, precious baby in your womb is now this like horrendous skin flap.
Oh my gosh. Right?
Am I the only one? I'm like, look at the things I can do with this. Like, can I like tuck that in too? Like, is it like a shirt that you just... Welcome to high-waisted jeans, y'all. Mom jeans.
They had it right. Those
Yes,
80s.
they knew what they were doing. Squish that down so it was like flat. Dude, no, I'm serious. Like, there's just skin like that hangs that I never had before. No matter how skinny I get, it's just it's hard. It's just, it will never be the same. I don't know. It's sad, and it's a realization I'm still coming to terms with.
Yeah. Before you like become a mom, you have an idea of like, okay, yeah, and like this expectation of I'm gonna bounce back. And for me, like I was thin when I married my husband. I was the thinnest I'd ever been. I was like, I have always been fuller, and then I got married and then put on your like 10 whatever pounds after you get comfortable. And then like I had my baby and gained quite a bit of weight, and then like never really lost it. And it's like been that way if we're getting real, it's been that way since I had her. Like I haven't bounced back. It just seems like it's just harder and harder to
Your first
lose it.
is
First 10.
Yeah, and my baby is over a year old, right? Like none of this like I just had a baby talk. Like you can't say I just had a baby when it's been over a year. What's going to happen in the next couple months that didn't happen in the last year?
Right.
I don't know. I feel like some things are just here to stay. Like my hips have moved. Can we talk about like your hips move? I'm not going to be in those size 2 pants ever again.
I never was. See, we're totally different. Like,
we're different. When I was a kid, I was super lurpy. I was tall and really like gangly all elbows and knees. So I can get skinny, but it is like, and the upkeep of that was just, there's no way. Can we be real? That's the other thing. How do you exercise when you have like, little baby running around? Like really, you're supposed to jump on the treadmill while they're putting their fingers in it? Like what sucks is like in 15 years anyway, who cares about looks? Like once you're 50, that's it.
Really?
Right? Well, like
yeah, right. There's like Madonna. She's like what, 80 now?
Yeah,
she's
but
like
she's
pulling it off.
She's like a celebrity though. Like normal people, I feel like once you hit 45, 50, people are like, okay. The pressure is off a little more when you're older. So maybe you could just hold out for 10 years.
Be fat forever and then eventually
No, but like it shouldn't. It shouldn't matter.
Getting to a point of right now, yes, I want to be healthier. Yes, I obviously want to be thinner. I want to look better. But like the pressure that you have to like lose that weight and be looking like a certain way is crazy.
It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. Like the whole like celebrities who bounce back in 3 months. Like it's so sad. But I was totally one of those. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to be the anomaly and I'm going to bounce back in like 4 months. And at 4 months, like I had this like breakdown about it.
Yep.
Like I was like, I still look 4 months pregnant. Like it felt like I looked pregnant still forever. It was crazy. And I was doing everything I was doing before. When I got back into it, I did everything I did. But I was like, I wasn't like losing the weight like I was before. And so many people tell you like, oh, if you nurse, then it'll just fall off, you know? everyone's different. Like, I finally stopped nursing and I see some kind of result instead of this weird plateau. But I just remember telling myself, and my husband has been amazing. He's like, listen, like, I love you no matter what, but also, like, you just need to be there for your baby. Like, who cares? Who cares? You know, like, there's so much judgment placed on it.
This is a really hard topic for me.
I know,
I'm just
I'm
like,
sorry.
no, it's just like I get, like, there's no excuses. Like, you can, like, and all I can do is, like, give excuses. How do you preach self-love when you're fat? Like, I do love myself and I'm fine with it, but I'm fine with that. I feel like nobody else is fine with it.
The culture isn't.
Yeah. It's like I'm almost not allowed to be happy with the way that I look.
Because the culture is like, you should be skinnier?
Yeah.
Is that why?
Yeah. Like, I have huge boobs. So no matter what, like, they're huge. They're, like, not even normal huge. They're, like, huge. So no matter what, I always will look bigger. But at the same time, I'm like, I have my other stuff going on that I, like, want to get rid of. But for right now, my focus isn't on that. And, like, people may, like...
It's not a priority. It shouldn't be your top priority. Like,
but, like,
if you have
legitimately,
kids,
like, it used to keep me...
you.
It used to keep me in the house. Like, I look like this. People are going to look at me and judge me and be like, no,
that's
really.
sad.
No. And so I would never leave.
I genuinely don't look at people and think, whoa, that person's huge. That's not the first thing I think, but I mean, I do believe our culture is conditioned to think that way. I mean, I know right after I had my baby, I was like, everyone's looking at me. Like, when I went to my work to show my baby off. Like, I went back into work. I took her in when she was, I think, a month old, and I'm sure I still looked 4 or 5 months pregnant. And I could totally see everyone doing the, like, once over, like, what kind of damage did that do?
But how true is that? Because, like, even though, like, I don't feel like I'm judging people, or I don't want to, it's more curiosity. Like, how did you handle it? How did that person bounce back? What did happen to them once they had a baby? Like, I'm totally interested to see what's gonna happen to my skinny little sisters.
Yes,
like, what's gonna happen to them? Like, when they have babies.
I'm sure my sisters were like, get ready for this. Yeah. Like, pulling up with popcorn and, like, let's see how she's gonna blow up, you know? And I did. I worked out through my whole pregnancy and I still gained 55 pounds. Sometimes there's literally nothing you can do. Yeah. Like, you're gonna gain what you're gonna gain, you're gonna lose what you're gonna lose. Like,
it is the hardest thing, like, going to those visits and being, like, so nervous to get yelled at by your physician.
My physician that I had up until 37 weeks, every time she was so awful, she would just be like, you're getting way too much weight. I changed doctors at week 38, and it was the best thing I ever did. Don't let no doctor tell you you're getting too much weight. And it was a girl that had 2 kids. I'm like, come on.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like girls are worse.
Yes.
Like, they're just, like, almost want to see you fail kind of a thing. That's terrible.
She's like, you need to calm down. I think that's even more pressure, knowing that there's those quick fixes out there, like Strivectin and all of the get rid of stretch marks. Like, I know there are people that are proud of them, but for the most part, I think we're, like, self-conscious about them.
What it is, it's saying, buy this because you're imperfect. There's something wrong with you.
Because you're ugly.
So
with
fix
these.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? How many moms for how many millions of years have been doing this? But that's, like, the beauty industry. They're making money off of our insecurities.
You're okay, but you could really use this lip liner.
Yeah.
Or you're okay, but you need a bronzer. Yeah. You're okay, but if you could get rid of those stretch marks, then people would love you. Do you have silky skin? Well, if you use this other soap, you don't.
Oh, you do.
Oh, duh. Thank you.
Those things.
Oh,
that,
the
like,
waist trainers or
right
something?
after you have a baby, you're supposed to wrap yourself up. We totally feed into it because I like white teeth. I like to, like, wear makeup. I do feel prettier.
It's just so crazy. Already, when you have a newborn that you're trying to figure out.
I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, if we completely eliminated it out of our culture and we all were, like, barefaced, those features that we're all still trying to achieve would be the ones that would be appreciated naturally. Like, they would still be appreciated naturally. Like, girls that have long eyelashes. There is a reason, because we see beauty a certain way. Like, long eyelashes are beautiful. Like, you know, like, so the things that other people try to achieve, they would still be appreciated.
Yeah, even without makeup. But I think the problem is trying to get all of your features to be the best features.
There's a balance of, like, feeling beautiful and looking beautiful and then needing it. But I think being told, I have to do this, which, as a parent, having a daughter, I want to make sure that I'm raising her to be happy with who she is. So I have to be super careful about what I do say. Like
about yourself,
about myself, about her, about like, your hair does not look cute. Like, it's so hard because it doesn't look cute. But like, she brushed it, and at some point the world is going to tell her that it doesn't look cute. And so I want to protect her from that. And so I want to be like, no, go back and brush your hair, but without giving her a complex.
Right.
Yeah. Self-acceptance, getting there. It's hard. I'm happy. You can judge me, but I'm happy with who I am, my body. I feel like my brain, my personality, who I am as a person is what matters. That's why I tried to teach my kids, and that's what I believe in. My husband loves me too much. Like, he's not unhappy. He thinks I'm beautiful. I'm okay until I feel like other people don't think I'm okay.
It's so much easier said than done.
You seem fairly confident. Like, how have you gotten to a point where you're like okay with you? Like, I would assume that it's because you're active, and so you feel like you do what you can do to look the way that you do.
Yeah, I think that I exercise. I get out and I go for runs or walks, and that makes me feel like I'm getting off my butt and doing something. I'm doing the best I can, right? And it's a constant battle, because I have days where I feel super ugly. I think we all do, where we're super, feel super ugly and not confident and not beautiful. And maybe that's the day that you take yourself to go get a manicure or go get a massage or something to help, like
that's a good idea.
And allow yourself to have bad days. Be like, I don't know. I also try, what happened in the very beginning after having a baby is I looked up all these fit moms who bounced right back after 12 weeks postpartum and all this stuff. And I had a friend that said, stop that. Like, stop that right now. And when I stopped that helped a lot. Comparison steals your joy. Like, comparison is a thief. And sometimes lowering expectations too. I don't know. I think it's just a constant struggle for everyone. My physical appearance may not be my number one hard thing I struggle with, but it might be something else, like anxiety, you know? So we all have our stuff.
Doing the same stuff, if you were bigger, do you feel like you would still feel as confident and as happy, or would it plague you?
It would plague me.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. It would be hard. It's been hard even at the size I'm at now, which I'm sure there are people that are like maybe offended that I even said that. I don't know. Or people all the time are like, you look great. But again, I'm not comparing to other people, just myself pre-baby, which totally isn't fair. But it's really hard not to be back where I was, and so I think if I gained even more weight, or if I wasn't able to come back as much as I have, it would be that much harder.
Yeah.
It's hard. I don't think that of other people. Like, it's just me. Like, it was really hard for me to throw out my pre-baby jeans, knowing I would never fit back in them again. Like, realistically.
That's crazy. Clearly, we're different sizes, but you have your, you still have your stuff.
It's just a constant struggle to be totally happy with yourself, I think. But then the minute you gain weight, you're like, dang it, why wasn't I happier before?
Right?
And so I try and be happy. Yes. Yeah. I try and recognize the good that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Do you personally ever think, if I just lose this much weight, I'll be happy?
I always think that.
Or size. If I'm just this size, I'll be happy.
Always. And even when I was thinner, I felt that way.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. You have this mentality. Me too.
It's hard. I have social anxiety anyways, and so it's kept me in the house. It's kept me from being interactive with people, getting out there, getting to know people, but also I feel like I feel like all eyes are on me because I'm the bigger girl. Like, if we're out to eat or something like that, why is she eating dessert? Be like, well,
well,
I'm not allowed to eat dessert.
Yeah, people are judging. That's why.
Yeah. Well, I could get the same size plate as you, and they'd be like, okay, you're eating.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Because I shouldn't be. I should be dieting. I should be starving. Myself.
Getting the light plate or whatever.
I should be. Well, if you are big and you know you're big, then why don't you do something about it?
Yeah. I honestly don't think of that. I don't look at people and think, why are they eating that big plate? So it's funny that so much of it is in our head. I mean, I'm not saying no one thinks that.
Is there really ever bouncing back? How is it possible to really... your body stretches. Everything moves. Every aspect of you changes. How is it really bouncing back? I know.
I don't like that term either.
I don't have the answers. I don't have the solutions.
Neither do I, surprisingly.
So, yeah, not the one to ask. I do feel like I've tried to, love myself, appreciate my body, appreciate
what it did,
what it's done 4 times, what it might do again. But I don't know any woman or mom who doesn't have those insecurities still.
Right.
So like even like having this all self-love and self-acceptance expectation is unrealistic.
Yes.
Because you can only have so much of it. So.
Yeah. Like you can love yourself, but you can't tell me just because, you want to improve. Like, I don't think self-love is all-inclusive where it means you don't want to work on anything at all or you don't feel insecure about anything at all. Like, I love my body and I appreciate what it's been through and I appreciate the way it's gone so far. I don't know. Or like, not bouncing back, but like coming back to at least more of its natural shape because it took quite a while. But I appreciate the miracle of life that I was able to have and like, I'll just continue to work on it.
It is a miracle.
Yeah, it is a miracle and it's a blessing and
you're putting this thing through.
I love it. That was really funny. You're like, putting this thing through.
It's not like, I mean, I know our bodies are made that way, but
dude, I was amazed when I saw this diagram of like as the baby grows where your organs go. I'm like, no wonder why I have heartburn like crazy. My stomach is right here.
My liver's up here.
Yeah. I like swallow something and I'm like, I can feel it. Like right there.
Yep. It's miraculous what it
so learn to appreciate
it.
Appreciate yourself. Baby, you should go and love yourself. If you are the way you look at hers, then maybe you should go and love yourself.
I love it when you do that. You do it every time and I love it.
We're about to have a soda session. It's getting watery now. You heard it?
I like how you're like, oh. I can't even do it. You're all. What?
What did you say? So lightheaded. Woo!
She smoked some weed before this.